Gardenia, coconut, apple, and peach. If you are looking for a fruity fragrance for the summertime, look no further. This is an original creation from the Dua brand. It's called Tropical Fruity Escape. I'm going to tell you all about this fragrance, why I think it's so amazing for the hotter weather, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on Tropical Fruity Escape by the Dua brand, it's a fruity fragrance. It smells tropical, exotic, the coconut, the peach. There are some floral tendencies to it as well, touches of gardenia, so on and so forth. But before I dive into the review, I do want to mention that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, and of course if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So, of course, in the summertime, we are reminded of a few different genres of perfumes. Of course, we have the bright, fresh, aromatic fragrances, especially if you're working in a professional setting. We have the citrus fragrances, if that's your thing, bergamot, lemon, lime, grapefruit, pomelo, so on and so forth. We have the aquatics, but here's the thing. A lot of us in the summer, we like to go on what's called summer vacation. And when we go on vacation, sometimes, yeah, we do think of the tropics. We do think of exotic locations. We do think of being in warmer climates, right? Especially if most of the time around the year, it's quite cold where you live. So, of course, fruits definitely contribute to that relaxing aura. Coconut milk and apple and peach, something ripe and succulent and bursting at the seams. That is exactly what you're going to get with Tropical Fruity Escape by the Dua brand. I'll talk to you about the smell in just a little while. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So right in the opening of this fragrance, you are going to get this cornucopia, this cocktail of fruits. And the fruits in here are divine. You have this mishmash of a little bit of everything, and it's interesting because it doesn't smell like Erba Pura by Xerjoff. It doesn't smell like Dahab by Kajal. It doesn't smell like Jardin Exclusive by Mancera. It doesn't smell like all of these other tropical, fruity, passion fruit, melon fragrances, but it manages to establish this tropical, fruity vibe by using some really common fruits like apple, peach. You can go to your local grocery store and you'll find apples there. So it's interesting how that sensation is accomplished without having to go the route of passion fruit or melon or cantaloupe or one of these other more unconventional perfume ingredients, right? Which a lot of them are accords anyway, but here you do have this ripeness of the coconut and the peach. And the peach is so juicy, and there's peach in here because I'm sure you've smelled any number of fragrances containing peach in them, of course, including Bitter Peach by Tom Ford, so on and so forth. And a lot of fruity floral fragrances on the women's side of things also utilize peach and apricot in their compositions. But the peach combined with the coconut milk and the apple just creates this fun, bright, sweet, saccharine, yet also relaxing and lactonic quality. And it does put you in the mindset of being on vacation. One of the reasons why I really love this fragrance. And this is such a nice olfactory change of pace, especially if you're the type of person, as I'm guilty of being at times as well, is I tend to prioritize the citrus and the aquatics in the summertime. So it's nice if you're wearing, several consecutive days of citrus, 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 and then one day you're like, okay, I'm gonna wear a fruity fragrance today just to switch things up. This is an ideal one to wear right around this time of the year. Something like Erba Pura, yeah, works great in the summertime, but for me personally, I also enjoy wearing that fragrance as the weather starts to get a little bit colder out too, just because it has the sustenance, it has the longevity, but it's also intriguing enough on account of that sort of unorthodox fruity blend that I can see myself wearing it outside of the summertime. But something about this one, it has that familiar yet very intriguing aura to it. I love this one. They still had a few bottles in stock for this one, so please check it out. Get it while the time is right. This is the best time of the year to wear this one. So I'm kind of glad that I waited to do my review on this one. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, we are dealing with a unique fragrance here, despite the fact that it utilizes some fairly common fruity ingredients, and it does have a little bit of a floral presence. I think I neglected to provide too much commentary on the gardenia, but it's not overwhelming. So of course I didn't focus a whole lot of time on it. Longevity, 10 plus hours. It's extrait de parfum. Projection on this one was very good for the first hour of application. It radiated at an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 7, a skin scent right around hours 10 or 11. Versatility on this one, perfectly unisex. You can dress it up or dress it down. Ideal for the hotter weather. I would say every season except for the winter. It all depends on where you live, of course. And I think this one would cater to the likes of anybody of any age. As far as the presentation is concerned, I do enjoy the graphic here on the front, pressurized atomizer, simplicity of it, and the price is so affordable, and I think it's wonderful. My final verdict on this fragrance is, it's a love for me for the summertime, especially when I want that change of pace. If I don't want to wear a citrus or an aquatic fragrance, 10 consecutive days in a row, I'm going to break up the monotony with Tropical Fruity Escape. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you took something of value from today's episode. If you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. Thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.